Hi, I'm Delusion Dispeller. I've been requested to make a video on narcissistic fathers. This is a little tricky for me because the only male narcissist that I ever knew was my ex-husband, and he wasn't officially diagnosed, he just had a lot of narcissistic characteristics. He also was very abused, so it's kind of hard to tell exactly what was going on with him. So for me to talk about a narcissistic male is kind of, I really don't know a lot of narcissistic males. Most of my experiences were with females. I'm going to try, based on some information I found, to give you a general overview of some of the things that would characterize narcissistic fathers. Or actually narcissists in general, but could be a father too. And then we'll talk a little bit about how this would be in a family relationship, how the father might act towards the child. Okay, first of all, narcissists feel that they are very special, unique individuals that can only be understood by certain other special, unique individuals, and they get to determine who those individuals are. They feel that since they are so much better than everybody else, that they are entitled to special treatment and privileges. They feel that rules do not apply to them. They need recognition, praise, and admiration at all times. If other people don't respect them, they feel that they need to be punished or pay in some way. They believe that other people are here to basically meet their needs, and they should also know what their needs are without them having to ask for them. That's another thing. Other people should recognize how unique and special and divine that they actually are, and they're very confused if you don't recognize it. It just baffles them. How could anybody not see how wonderful I am? They feel that it's very intolerable and unexcusable if they are not given what they feel they need, whether it's respect or whatever they think that they are entitled to having. They do not feel that other people deserve to be blessed or given admiration or to make money. Only they do. So there's a lot of envy towards other people. They don't feel that people should have the right to criticize them or critique them or find fault with them, even if there's legitimately a reason to. They don't feel that anybody's needs should get in the way of their needs. They always come first, no matter what. They think that because they are so talented and so skilled, that they should always have first choice of a position in a job. They should always be picked for the part in the play. They should always be promoted above everybody else. They feel that they have every reason to expect people to do their bidding and to expect good things to be given to them and come their way. Okay, moving right along here. I can get things moving. Okay, in conversation, no matter what you're talking about, they turn the conversation back over to whatever they want to talk about. They expect you to ignore any negative comments that they make about you. They'll say, oh, I was just kidding, can't you take a joke? I didn't mean it that way, whatever. But they'll make little digs, and you'll know they're digs because you'll feel like, man, did he just say that to me? Yes, he did. They constantly put you down, and they'll say, oh, I'm only doing it for your own good. They know what's best for you. They know you better than yourself. That's one of their favorite phrases. Oh, I know you better than you know yourself. They focus on blaming other people rather than owning their stuff. They don't like taking responsibility for what they do. They expect you to jump at their every need and bow to them at all times. They're very overly involved with their hobbies and their interests or the things that they're addicted to. They don't really care what's going on with you. They don't want to hear about it. They just really need a lot of attention. It's all about them. They're very boastful, and they will pout if they don't get their own way. They tease you in inappropriate ways. They're usually very loud. They like to draw attention to themselves. Although a lot of times they'll tell you they don't really want the attention, but you'll see them doing everything they can so all eyes are on them. They're very closed-minded people. They do not handle your criticism well at all. And if you start pointing out faults in them, they will immediately do anything they can to shut you down because they don't want to deal with it. They throw temper tantrums. They intimidate people. They manipulate people. They have an attitude that they can always do everything better than you. They like to one-up you a lot and other people. They can be very overly charming. They can be seductive. They can be very self-centered and kind of stuck up. Some people call them divas if they're women. I don't know what you really call a male like that, but I'm sure there's a name for it. They're always looking for compliments and admiration. I think I mentioned that earlier. They're not ever happy unless they have the biggest and best. And what I would also add to this is they're never happy, period, even if they do get the biggest and best. It's like nothing ever satisfies them. Nothing. They always think that they gotta have something better. They like to impress. They will do anything to impress other people. They will flaunt their money. They will flaunt their look, whatever it is. They love to spend money on you at first, too, so that you'll be all impressed with this person's overly giving attitude, I guess. So they don't appreciate when you do nice things for them, but they always rub in your face all the wonderful things they've done for you. They always remind you that you owe them. You know, after all I did for you, you owe me this, you owe me that, whatever. They are super people, like super mothers, super father, and it's all about, oh, look at me, look at how I do this, I take care of the home, I take care of my kids, I do everything that I need to do, and then some, and I'm just this wonderful person that you should admire and want to be like. They will threaten you with abandonment if you don't do what they want you to do. They see themselves as above the law. They are very shocked when they're punished if they're not following the law or following directions or going along with things at work that their boss wants them to do. They're just utterly shocked. You know, how could he do this to me? How could he demote me for stealing that? I mean, it's beyond them. They don't get it. I know that's really odd, but really, like I tell you all the time, those wires never connected with them. They don't understand how everybody does not adore them and fall at their feet and give them the best of everything and let them get away with stuff. They ignore your feelings. If you do express feelings, you are seen as wimpy, weak, overly sensitive, touchy, and they'll even say that to you. They'll say something like, oh, you're so sensitive. I didn't mean it that way. You know, why do you react like that? You're such a baby. You're such a wimp. You're so weak. They tell you how you should feel or how you should not feel. They don't want to hear your opinions or your viewpoints at all. They can't stand to listen to you give your opinions because theirs are so much higher than yours. They can't see anything from any other point of view other than theirs. I think I just burnt my dinner while I'm making my video. Sorry. Anyways, they want to be in total control and micromanage everything you do and say. They will try to make you feel dumb and unable to do things without them. They've created total dependency on them. They cannot understand why you feel upset at stupid, selfish things they do. They just don't get it. Again, no wiring for that whatsoever. They're very shallow in their interests and in their feelings. They're very exploitative. They lie, they manipulate, they control, they do anything they want to do and think that they have every right to get away with it. They will blackmail you emotionally and otherwise. And they may even engage in abuse towards the children, physical, sexual, or whatever different ways, maybe emotional or psychological. Anyway, so that is just some different aspects of the narcissist. I'm going to do my next video in a little while based on each thing here and how it applied to the one male narcissist in my life, how I saw it happen and played out. Thanks for watching.